P.T. Logan's 5 Minutes of Terror. Twisted, troubling tales to send a chill up your spine. Meat.
There's never any meat in Stephanie Bonner's home. Not a piece of salami, a chicken breast, a steak, or even a slice of bacon. Stephanie and her family, which includes her little brother Timmy and her mom and dad, are very strict vegetarians. Stephanie has rarely seen meat, let alone tasted it. Her mom has told her 1,000,000 times that she's never to try meat, not even a nibble, not even something that came in contact with meat. And yet, as they drive to Amy's house for a sleepover, she feels the need to remind her. Stephanie, if anyone tries to give you meat, no matter how small, no matter how insignificant, or if you feel tempted, even in the slightest, you're to call me right away. Yeah, sure, Mom. Her mom embarrasses her further by telling Amy's mom that Stephanie's a vegetarian and that under no circumstances is she to have any meat. In front of everyone. Thankfully, Amy's mom orders 2 types of pizza, cheese and cheese with pepperoni. Stephanie has 1 slice of cheese pizza, but after the movie they're watching finishes, a scary one, she's hungry again. The only problem is that there's no cheese pizza left. I can pick off the pepperoni if you want, Amy's mom offers. Stephanie says no thank you, then immediately asks to go to the bathroom. When she's alone, Stephanie calls her mother and tells her what Amy's mom had said. Sure enough, less than 5 minutes later, there's a knock at the front door. It's her mom. You're coming with me, she snaps. But Mom, Stephanie complains. Her mom is having none of it. She drags Stephanie to the car and shoves her inside. Then, to top it off, she goes back to Amy's house and starts making a big deal, yelling and waving her hands around. Everyone is watching. Everyone except for Stephanie. She's too embarrassed to look. The next day at school, Amy and the other girls refuse to speak to her. Stephanie tries to tell them that it isn't a big deal, but they don't even look in her direction. Until lunch. Stephanie's sitting by herself when Amy and the other girls from the party take a seat at the same table. Hi, I guess, she starts to say when Amy suddenly shoves a salami sandwich in her face. Stephanie pulls back just before it touches her lips. What's wrong, Steffi? Scared of a little meat? Amy taunts. You going to get your mom to come pick you up? No, it's just, Steffi's afraid of meat. Steffi's afraid of meat. It's not just Amy now, but all of her friends have joined in. Stephanie takes her cell phone out, intent on calling her mother as she's supposed to, but it's quickly snatched from her hand. Hey! She tries to grab it back, but Amy has other ideas. Unbelievably, she actually puts the phone inside the salami sandwich. You want it now? Huh? No, I don't want it. Just let me... Stephanie tries to stand, but someone pushes her back down. Steffi's afraid of meat. Steffi's afraid of meat. Someone grabs her hands and holds them behind her back. Before Stephanie can realize what's happening, Amy shoves a beef stick in her mouth. Stephanie shakes her head, tries to spit it out, but Amy doesn't let her. Then she pinches her nose and Stephanie has no choice but to take a bite. It tastes salty, a little sweet, and delicious. This time, when Stephanie shakes her head, it isn't to get rid of the piece of meat in her mouth, but to get more of it. Confused, Amy, and whoever else is holding her, lets go. Stephanie finishes the beef stick in record time. When she looks up, her friends are backing away from her. But she doesn't mind, because they leave their lunches unattended on the table. She grabs Amy's sandwich first, but she's not interested in her phone. She wants the salami. It goes down with just 2 chews. Next, she finds a chicken salad sandwich. That she doesn't chew at all, she just swallows the meat. In less than a minute, Stephanie has eaten every single morsel of meat on the table. Only when it's all gone does she look up. Her friends are staring at her in horror. I need more meat. We don't have any more, Amy stammers. Growling, Stephanie leaps to her feet. More meat, she screams. Amy starts backing away from her, her eyes wide. More meat! More meat! But Amy's right, there is no more meat. Except there is. Stephanie jumps at Amy and grabs the terrified girl by the arm. Then she licks her lips, lowers her head, and takes a large bite out of the girl's sweet, sweet flesh.
P.T. Logan's 5 Minutes of Terror. Twisted, troubling tales to send a chill up your spine.